Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Lori here at Cruisin' for Treasure, and I am going to show you everything that sold in the last couple of days. I was actually sick yesterday, so there were a few things that should have gone out yesterday that didn't. So we are going to start with the first item. Yes, I sold Easter on Halloween. This sold for $9.99, Williams-Sonoma. It's called a spring rocker cookie cutter, and then it has like the eggs and all the Easter themed items. So anyway, that's going out the door. I do pick up a lot of Williams-Sonoma stuff, and it's kind of iffy on how quickly they sell. So it definitely is a bolo, but it could take you a while, and certainly don't spend a ton of money for them. Next this is definitely a bolo. Wamsuda sheets. It's a twin extra long fitted sheet, and this sold for $15. And I want to say I did actually pay $3 or $4 each. I think they all came in a lot. I do a lot of my sourcing through online auctions, which I have found to be a great way to get stuff that's not normally, I wouldn't necessarily find in my thrift stores. I can't tell you the last time I found a new in-package set of sheets or any kind of sheet at my thrift store. So I do enjoy sourcing through online auctions, and so a lot of stuff that I sell comes from there. Next, I love selling ornaments, and this time of year I sell them quite frequently. This is a Hallmark mahogany Baby's First Christmas from 2019, and this sold for $7.50. My husband and I bought a ton from a Hallmark that was closing, that was local to us, and I think this is what that's from. If that is the case, I paid 75 cents or $1. So now, I don't typically like to have that kind of ROI, but for something like a Hallmark Christmas ornament that I know will sell eventually, I don't mind. It's easy, fits all my rules. It's easy to photograph, easy to store, easy to ship. So I'm okay if the ROI is a little bit lower on stuff like that. Okay, next, this is one of my absolute favorite brands to sell in my top 10, we'll say. LL Bean, whether it's vintage or current styles. This is a ripstop hunting fishing shirt, and this sold for $17. It's a really nice shirt, actually, in great condition, and it has like the roll tab sleeves. $17. This came from, again, an online auction. I probably paid about $2 for it, so that's a pretty good return. Here we go with the next ornament that sold, a Hallmark. This is from, obviously, Wizard of Oz from 1997. This sold for $8. This one is a used one. It's not new, and I probably picked it up at Goodwill. It did take a while to sell, so, keep that in mind. Next is a vintage comb. The company is Kent, K-E-N-T. And obviously it's new. This sold for $10. I did pay $1 for this at a thrift store. And this was at a thrift store that actually marks stuff up. So what I like to do is go in there and try and find things that they missed. So, or things that they don't see the perceived value of them, and so they don't even look up. That this particular, I'm getting too chatty, but this particular thrift store, they used to be, they used to be eBay sellers themselves. So they have, they do look up almost all of their stuff that they sell, and they do price it quite high. I really, honestly, I don't know how they stay in business, to be fair, because some of their prices are just so high. But anyway, like I said, I look for things that they miss. So that was one. Let's see. Next, Vermont Country Store. This is a brand I do not find very often, but when I do, I pick it up, even if it's a weird item like this. This is a chenille ribbed top. It looks and feels like it should be a robe, but it's a top. So I don't even know under what circumstance you would want to wear this. It just looks very odd. Anyway, someone paid $25. So I'm fine with that. I got it for $5 at my Goodwill. They have raised prices on almost everything else except for their pajamas are still $4.99 an item. So I paid $5 into $25 and it was a fairly quick sale, so I'm very happy with that. Next, I sold 2 of these sets. Let me find. So I'm just going to show it to you once. They both sold for $12. It's Lang, Susan Wingett, which she is an artist to kind of keep your eye out for. And these both sold for $12, 2 sets. So Christmas cards. I sold Christmas cards, Christmas ornaments, and Easter. So, you know, you just never know what people are going to want to buy. Next is this. I'm not taking it out of the box, but it's from Lionel Trains, which is always a bolo if you can get a good price on it. And this sold for $15.50. It's a graduated trestle set. So people set up train displays all year round, but especially at Christmas, there's going to be a lot of train villages, train setups. So stuff like this does tend to sell a little bit better now. Next, this is something else that I love to sell. Hang on one second. I love to sell Bibles. For whatever reason, sometimes there's controversy about it. But the fact of the matter is there are some beautifully made Bibles that are worth a good deal of money. And when I had my husband a couple years ago, I wanted a new study Bible for Christmas, and a good one is quite expensive. So if you find them on the secondhand market, absolutely, why would you not pick them up and get them into the hands of someone who would actually love it and cherish it? So this is the New Interpreter's Bible, and this one actually, it is used, and they had put in the thumb index in there. It's leather, genuine leather, and this sold for $40, and I did pick this up at an estate sale for $2, so that was a really great flip. And the good thing about Bibles is they do sell pretty quickly. They don't really sit around for a while. Okay, next sale was a Facebook Marketplace sale, actually. And it was this vintage brownie Girl Scout book, and that sold for $10. It's in terrible shape. I mean, not terrible, okay, but not great. So it sold for $10. And typically with that, I get my books usually from online auctions, and I'll just pick up a whole lot of them and then, research them all, price them, sell them. That's how it works. Okay, so I had several sales on Poshmark, and it's not wanting to pull up my sales at the moment. So let's go to my Mercari sale, which actually is over here. So on Mercari, I sold this. Guys, this smells like the worst grandma perfume you've ever smelled. Santa Maria Novella. And this sold for $60. Guys, it's not even, it's barely half full. $60. Now, on Mercari, I do free shipping. Just because for a while their rates were so high for their shipping, it felt like a turnoff. So I would just increase my price and then give the free shipping, and then use Pirate Ship for the cheapest price for the label. So $60, I will pay shipping. It will go ground because you cannot ship perfume through the air. And I'm anticipating the label will be between $5 to $7, depending on where the person lives. So this will go out $60. It's hard to understand some things in this life. That's just the way it is. It's really hard. Okay, here we go. Got my Poshmark. Okay, so first thing is a Nuitags Victoria's Secret sheer purple lace nightie. This sold for $30. This actually sold way quicker than I thought it would. because it's not a desirable label. It's fairly current, or maybe 5 to 10 years. I don't even know my dates on my Victoria's Secret. But anyway, it sold for $30 quickly, meaning less than a week on Poshmark. And then this Woolrich flannel plaid shirt, button front shirt, that sold for $29. So again, I don't find a lot of Woolrich, but when I do find it, it sells pretty quickly. Except for that one, that took forever. It doesn't sell quickly. It does sell eventually. Okay, Duluth Trading Company, also a brand that I love to find, and it always sells. As long as it's a solid item, it always sells. So these are their fire hose, flex fire hose pants, and they sold for $30. And I did get them at my Goodwill, which currently my jeans, which they price these as jeans, are $8.49. Ridiculous. Okay, so also on Poshmark, University of Virginia Sock Club socks, new tags. These sold for $16. And then the last one is this pair of new Steve Madden sandals with the ankle wrap thing. These sold, I think full price for $31. And I had picked these up at one of those like Amazon overstock stores where they reduce the price every day. And I'm trying to think of what the price was the day we went, and I think it was $3. So $3 into 31, that's not too shabby. It took forever for them to sell. And this store is probably an hour and a half away from where I live, so I definitely won't not be making a special trip to go there. Anyway, so that's what I have going out the door today. And hopefully I'll be able to get back on here tomorrow and show you what sold today. You can follow me on Instagram. I have a fairly active account over there, so come over and see me over there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.